All right, speaking of fake black accents, she just dropped a new one after speaking to the Black Caucus.
Hello to all my divine nine brothers and sisters. And my sorors. And to all my HBCU brothers and sisters.
Yeah. You think someone would maybe have told her about the voice and how it doesn't really come across as authentic, and maybe, you know, don't lean into your own, don't do so many bits?
Yeah, she's graduated. Now she's doing the voice and then cackling in between the voice. Brothers and sisters? It's like an undercover brother. She's out of a movie or something.
So, Federal Foreign Office speaks of Chinese laser attack on a German aircraft. A German surveillance plane flying near Yemen was hit with a laser after approaching a Chinese ship in the Red Sea. What is a German military plane doing 5,000 kilometers from home circling Chinese ships in the Red Sea? And they got hit with a laser. I just think that they were trying to read the barcode on the bottom of the Chinese plane to see if they were on sale. That's what I think. Germany summons Chinese envoy over laser targeting a surveillance plane. Berlin says the incident risks lives of military personnel protecting Red Sea shipping. The German Foreign Ministry has summoned the Chinese ambassador in Berlin after a Chinese warship used a laser to target a German aircraft taking part in a European Union operation helping to protect shipping in the Red Sea. The endangerment of German personnel and disruption of our operation are completely unacceptable, the ministry said on X. Oh, really? So, what is acceptable when the West is trying to start World War III? That's my question. What is acceptable? So, and here's where it happened. So, this is what we're talking about. It was right here. So, there's a German plane flying around here. In between Saudi Arabia, the Sudan, Egypt, Iraq, that right here, Ethiopia, Yemen. What the? Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
A German Defense Ministry spokesperson said the aircraft involved in the incident earlier this month was a multi-sensor platform plane known as a Flying Eye for its wide-range surveillance capabilities over the sea. It is piloted by civilians with military personnel on board. The aircraft was conducting a routine operation flight over the routine. Germany routinely flies right here. Really? Germany routinely flies. That's weird. By using the laser, the warship accepted risk to people and property. As a precaution, the flight was called off, and the aircraft returned safely to the base in Djibouti. No one was hurt. The defense spokesperson said flights had resumed. The Chinese embassy did not immediately respond to requests for comment about the summoning of its ambassadors. Iran-backed Houthi militants have been attacking Israel and vessels in the Red Sea in what they say are acts of solidarity with the Palestinians of Gaza, something the entire world should be doing. Only the Houthis in Yemen are doing. The EU established the ASPIDS mission from the ancient Greek word shields in February of 2024 as a defensive maritime security operation to safeguard Red Sea navigation. ASPIDS, so you're not going to tell Israel to stop slaughtering people in Gaza. You're going to go fight the Houthis, who are doing what everybody should be doing and stepping up to try to stop a genocide. In fact, you're going to try to fight the guys who are trying to stop a genocide. That's what the European Union's doing. That's what Germany's doing. ASPIDS officials referred queries to the German government. The Germans' military paramilitary mandate sets a maximum deployment of 700 personnel. Der Spiegel, a German news outlet, reported that the incident off the coast of Yemen involved a German reconnaissance plane stationed in Djibouti that had been chartered for the operation. It can carry up to 4 soldiers. According to the report, the laser incident occurred when the aircraft approached a Chinese frigate. Breaking with common practice, the crew of the Chinese ship allegedly did not establish contact via distress frequency. I don't believe anything. I don't believe this. It was not immediately clear whether the German plane sustained any damage, and it was being inspected. The incident has meant there is little air traffic in the region. It was not the first time Chinese military has been accused of using lasers against Western forces, a move that can temporarily blind pilots and affect aircraft electronics. In 2018, the Pentagon accused Chinese nationals of shining military-grade laser pointers at U.S. pilots operating out of U.S. base in Djibouti, which is used for counter-terrorism operations in East Africa and Yemen. By the way, we're the terrorists. We're the terrorists. It's not that they're not the people who live there. In one case, 2 pilots on a C-130 cargo plane reportedly suffered minor eye injuries as they came into land at the base. I've been on a C-130 before. It's huge. Washington issued a formal diplomatic complaint while Beijing denied involvement. I was performing in Afghanistan for the troops. China opened a naval base in Djibouti in 2017, close to the U.S. facility, the first overseas post for its rapidly expanding armed forces. So they have 1 overseas post, China. The United States has 900. China challenged Germany's accusation that one of its warships behaved dangerously towards a plane in the Red Sea, further complicating Beijing's ties with Europe. So here's what they said about it. From what we've learned from the competent authorities, the information posted by Germany does not match the facts that China has gathered. The Chinese Navy escort mission in the Gulf of Aden, hang on. In the Gulf of Aden and the waters off Somalia are aimed at fulfilling China's responsibility as a major country and contribute to the safety and security of international shipping lanes. They maintain sound communication with Germany and the EU colleagues. It is important to increase communication in a timely way and be fact-based to avoid misunderstanding and miscalculation. So, I don't believe anything that the European Union says happened. Not that I believe what China says happened either. I'm saying I don't believe it. It's all war propaganda. Kupo Kapovsky says Germany is crying foul after China hit its spy plane with a laser in the Red Sea. Let's be honest. That German jet was thousands of kilometers from home, snooping near Chinese naval ops. Not surveillance, but spying. China just said, we see you. So that's what happened. So the German plane was spying, and China just let it know, we know you're doing this. Okay, so that's quite a story. Okay. I mean, just driving down the freeway in America, we get lasers pointed at us all the time. We don't get to make an international incident out of it. The grocery store is hitting us with lasers. The dentist is hitting us with lasers. I mean, those the guys in the German plane might as well be walking around Comic-Con, if you know what I'm talking about. It's big baby, scared of a little laser. Okay. So that's it for today. I keep forgetting to promote our dates.
You had a lot of show.
I keep forgetting
to show camera 4 beside Jimmy right now.
We're going to be in Toronto, Red Bank, New Jersey, Northampton, Massachusetts, Concord, New Hampshire, Oxnard, California on August 3rd, and then Rutherford, New Jersey. We're going to be over at the Village Underground in New York, in Manhattan. We'll be there on August 24th. We'll be in Edmonton, Calgary, and Vancouver at the end of August. So we got a busy August, busy July. We'll see you in Toronto, Red Bank, Northampton, Concord, Oxnard, California on August 3rd. Go to jimmydore.com for a link. I cannot believe that I keep forgetting to plug the whole reason I'm doing the goddamn show is so I get to tour, and I forget to plug the dates, and I should be putting them in the videos. Please remind me on Friday.
I will.
Please.
You got it.
Okay. Over to Steph.
All right, big camera 4, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you see those dates. You're going to go to get our ticket link. Go to jimmydore.com, jimmydore.com. That's where you get the ticket links. You go directly to our website. You don't want to go anywhere else because when you go somewhere else, they charge a lot more. It's crazy. All right, let's see here. What do I have? Thank you so much. All right. Let's look. Hold on. Making sure. My dog wants to play. All right. So let's see here. Let's put that there. Got a lot to do. I know sometimes somebody gets mad. Why do you tell us what you're doing? That's how I work. That's how I work. All right. Let's see what this one says. I Sunshine Lollipop, I'm disappointed in you. All right, here we go. Come on back to Steph. Let's see here. Semite language is written from right to left. Savage. Thank you, Savage. Hey, you guys are all right. Rick, you're all right too, amigo. Polly Puri, thank you so much, Polly. That's it for the show today. And so what's going to happen is I'm just going to read these out loud, and then I'm going to tell you that I made my call to my state representatives and I made my call to my Congress people today, and I let them know no real ID. I wanted to say no fucking real ID, but I kept it clean so they would hear my message. Savage. With Putin, I said, if you go in Ukraine, I'm going to bomb the shit out of Moscow. I'm telling you, I have no choice. So he goes like, I don't believe you. He said, no way. Trump leaked audio. Savage. Mike the Wop. Clank. All right. Polly, you're back for more. Thank you, Polly. Much appreciated. Carp to the JDS. Thank you, Nocturnal Human. All right. I heard her say infrastructure should educate herself on public banks. Through tax deposits, they raise revenue to pay for infrastructure, creating jobs in infrastructure, thus generating new taxes, which is used to pay back the principal, while low interest goes towards building a surplus, all without having to raise taxes to create new taxes. I will be sure, Roger, to share that with Ms. Colati. You got that? All right, I read that one. Clank. Okay, got that one. Use it to build commodified housing, public high-speed broadband, railroad, decommodified water infrastructure, thorium-based nuclear power grid, transportation, in addition to RR. Make it all free at a point of service and part of the government jobs guarantee. Government jobs guarantee. Don't you wonder why Trump's just not saying that instead of an amnesty program? Why don't they say government jobs guarantee? Oh, it's because they're not legal citizens. So why don't we have a government jobs program? Guarantee. Outlaw private equity from operating in California. Love it. Why wait till you get into office? She can run on all of our ideas and CBI amendments while running for governor. I love it. I love it, Roger. I will make sure to pass that on to Ms. Colati. Really, always impressive to hear from you. Thank you, Roger. Okay. Oh, and I was mistaken. It is Quinones, but it's Janice Quinones. She's the one who closed down that reservoir for some minor work that took over a year. According to the news report, Janice Quinones, have you ever seen her face? Have they ever interviewed her? And the CEO and chief engineer of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. What were her credentials to get that position of the six figures? I think, check it out, I think she made, I wanted to say $750K. I probably wrong. But go look on how much Janice Quinones is earning to be the CEO and chief engineer of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. And why? Why is she still there? Why is she still there? Holy shit. Let's go here. Epstein had dirt on the entire U.S. political class. And more. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Gonging it. I don't want a pedo government. Why is no police union speaking up? Why are government employees not walking out? Why is the Bar Association not doing anything? Why are we tolerating this? Raised by wolves. I think I know you. There was an extra person in the count of Epstein's block the night he was terminated, according to Crime Waves podcast. An extra person on, wow. Just Brew. Jean-Luc Brunel was trafficking 12-year-old girls with Epstein too. And Jean-Luc Brunel, I looked it up, and I believe he was involved in a modeling agency. Oh, God, dark shit. If blackmailers work for feds, what do the feds get, Nate? Trump said, you want to waste our time with Epstein questions while wasting time about how Epstein is unimportant. Spearin. Celebrities do have a lot of power in the USA. After all, one letter from a has-been actor named George Clooney overthrew a sitting American president, P.W. Walker, and he's regretted that letter ever since. What's in the report from Cash to Pam Bondi that explains why the evidence was withheld? We can't ask her now because she told us that it's on Epstein. Who's Epstein anyway? Never heard of him. A kid at heart. Check out the interview with Mike Benz and Jesse Kelly. For more context on Epstein's early career and what role he played, Benz goes into great detail. See you in Red Bank. Thank you so much, event star. Polly Pure, good to hear from you, Polly. Kurt and anyone, I read that one, and I'm going to share that I shared it with the team, the one about kids on gate, and there's a documentary. Can we talk about Kurt's response to Bibi's tweet that he prayed for Texas flood victims going nuclear? So I believe Charlie Kirk just explained to us how he gets direct orders from his elite puppeteers. Corn Pop, the baddest dude. Don't worry, the white South African farmers will save us. That's from Nocturnal Human. Nocturnal Human. Is MacArthur Park the same park that Richard Harris had a hit song in the 60s? I don't know. Did you find out, Polly? Did you ask that question to ChatGPT? Jim Jam, how does Langer's? Oh, we know how Langer's compares. Jimmy loves Langer's better. Jimmy loves Langer's better. What's this one? Next time in LA, Langer's. By the way, Cantor's closes at 11:30 p.m. now. Whoa, really my real name. I have not been on Fairfax for a while, evidently. All right, let's see what we have here. All right. I can get rid of this. All right. Sent it a little too late. I sent that. What's this one? Steph. Fidgety guy. Thank you, Fidgety. I'm thinking of you right now. Fidgety. All right. Oh, did I give you a ding, Rick? For you guys are all right. You guys are all right. Let's see what else I have here. That was a fun night. Oh, you know what? I wanted to tell everybody that I don't forget EpsteinJustice.com. I'll paste that one more time. Our mods have been doing a great job today. I know some of you are like unhappy with our mods, but they have a lot on their hands. You could kind of be a wily bunch, I've noticed. Okay, I got to send that to Ms. Colati. Oh, so what I did today, I called my state representatives in the state house and my House representative, Judy Chu, and I called Adam Schiff's office. Creepy. But I told them to lose the real ID and switch back to freedom. And what I did is I went to the cchfreedom.org, cchfreedom.org, and I just read to them from their lose the real ID, switch back to freedom. I just read what they wrote down to repeat when I spoke to my representatives. I'll share it with you on Friday. How about that? All right. But call them up and tell them, stop supporting this fascism. Real ID, we don't need a real ID. We have a driver's license, we have a passport. And then I have a story about my doctor and her passport. Hopefully I'll get good news by Friday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. We will be back on Friday, 1 p.m. We usually go a little bit early. Huh? All right. Now, what does my thing say? Oh, resist much, obey little. That's right. Resist much, obey little. Adios.